and then I kind of clear me there was a pa. Even with Dimatem social media, I didn't message Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Need to make phone from Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Won't that? I feel quite a bit change story. Say, me Mr. Caste. Sabi, me person not na bear person. Now, me young Dr. Mahmoud. Now, I don't even believe in tribalism. I am Japan. I said that in that Katano. People understand a lot of things. Me, I studied ecology and evolution. In our blood, in our genes, our genotype, you need tribal, you must be any now, any people be one area for so many years. There may be adaptational tendencies. Whether no, the any amudi namu behavior the same or some common character traits. Entertainment be anko baby. A children if you buy a quan buy in Asian or some crofo almost about to say, oh, so we almost color, almost way, and I'm not tribal by. Tribal has got nothing to do with leadership and development. What you say? I'm not against doctor because of anything. I particularly think. Ghana for the brain, sentimentally, the almost to a banner, a problem. And you, Dr. Bawumia, no issue. What do you say? Kasa will be with one of the best presidents in Ghana, Dr. Bawumia. But now, me, I'm looking at also another angle, say, in terms of, grassroots popularity, in terms of other factors, be a NPP getting you win election, and a man could be Kennedy. And I also think, say, as I said, Ghana, you hear a lot of discipline. You also want a shortcoming. You'll be any. You'll be crab back to than before the of course, and yet, but will be a wire policy is very 30 years. You bet my cancer and a good phone or cassa any. By an castle, we are on my cicadi, and you may prefer one. Of course, Dr. Mahmoud, we also hear on my cicadi. To me, I'm analysis, and I may have bigger picture of popularity. Any good and any bad, let me say, dear, a bit my NPP win. I'm not saying that he's better than Dr. Bawumia. No, I can never say that. Respectfully, Dr. Bawumia is a great person. But I think, 2028, you hear Obia, masses, every troop Edinachi, near to me, not me a cocket push, Papa. And this is one penny for you, if we see Papa goes to, or send a Bawi, Nana school fees. We can say, Uncle, can almost when this need you, may have a hard drink. Or so a fair kind one, fun with share program, be as no catcher. Oh, I know a brain is to university. After no chronic can catch it. So I think, sir, can it be a Agyapong? How philanthropic or whatever side, any ability to create a lot of jobs. Any near dinner, see any party the break near control other side of human in a near dinner. Or my way discipline, baby. Can Agyapong will not become a president, not policeman, which in a crown when they say 10 cities. Oh, yeah, forget. Which will be a can Agyapong your mistake than over you. Obi a cheneba. Yet me cheneba. Now the banner for police, after any papa, and the banner for America. No, if I phone my policeman from the banner cotum. Now, the crown on the make us say now.
Okay, Mamindi Konkonsaka. Is that the reason why you support Ken Agyapong?
Crap and Yama and Yabinam Satum, Butum Kotom, Mr. Bushy Outreach. Now, make identifiable with the singer, the moment of and classy, and no one clatter you, and to your cover beer, man.
Or anything. I have to feel good myself. I'm sorry. That's me, Ken Agyapong. You have to believe in yourself. You should have confidence. What do I say? I was saying, we are so more be out there. I'm a human being. After all, Yanko Ponka, I say, I've created you in my own image. Look into the mirror and say, ask yourself and take a decision. What do I say? But fortunately for me, a lot of young men are coming out of the roots, almost build the confidence. And the number of young men and women in this country now have confidence in themselves. Because oh man, you say, me won't cast a moment to make your career that I'm visiting. And then I'm Godiana. But your career, simple, that's how I live. Or anything. I have to feel good myself. I'm sorry. Let me state this clearly. Say, my contribution to the party, you cannot ignore it because anytime we are in opposition, that is when I work hard to bring the party to power. When we are in opposition. What do I say? And yes, and that party our power. When you seek through party no power a juma. Now TB a contribute to who is only contribution and When you needed me most, everybody has ignored the party. And Agyapong is there. What do you say? That is the difference. I'm making it clear to Ghanaians. Sir, when we are in opposition, I religiously get involved. Again, my contribution to the party. A man from radio station, Net2, our Sheffield, what these stations have done for NPP. Let me state this clearly. Say, my contribution to the party.
Even in America, when the Republicans realized that Obama was gaining popularity, they tagged him there, or a Muslim. You remember?
Yeah, I do.
Why do you think they did that? Because the majority of Americans are Christians. So by tagging him that, you're going to pin him down. Then Obama quickly came with the baptismal certificate there. I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
So even in America, those things play a role there. Everywhere in the world, those things play a role there. But no party in Senegal, for example, will present a Christian candidate and win election. Not because they don't like Christians. So the market determines what to produce. So you don't get emotional.
Is our market not so versatile to the point that we'll break that,
See, Kwame, you see, there are two conditions, but the conditions are not available that NPP can consider and maybe do what they want. Some people want to do. If NPP gets to a point where NPP can win about 60% of Ghana votes consistently, the party is dominating Ghana politics.
Okay.
That one you can experiment.
Okay.
But that's what we can answer.
I do.
Yes.
I do. Or maybe ANC in South Africa can experiment anything.
Yes, yeah. Or if NDC comes up with, let's say, a Muslim or Hindu, then you can also try to experiment with somebody from, even though if you pick a Christian, you have advantage over them.
Yeah.
You can also say there, for the sake of maybe
diversity,
let me also experiment. But so long as the issue is about power.
And the first point is about competitiveness.
Yes, competitiveness. And the issue is about power. You want power. Now, when the power comes, a Hindu, you get your share. A Muslim, you get your share. A Christian, you get your share. But the question is, who gets the power for us so that all of us can get our share? That is why you don't ignore the market, the nature of the market. Let me sum it up with something that will interest you.
Yeah.
The whole thing is like, when it comes to the issue of religion, or today, there's going to be a monkey. If Ghana is a sanctuary, where 72% of Christians, Ghana population, almost 72% are Christians. So if you take it as a sanctuary, and there are monkeys there, what's it? Obi biara obutu no wako forest ni mu no na watch more monkeys no, he will be declared the winner. Then your opponent, knowing that monkeys prefer banana, has chosen banana.
Okay.
Wafa banana there. This is my weapon. You are not to shoot monkeys. You are to bait them.
Yeah.
What's it? That so I'll pick banana. You are confronted with a situation where you have banana and apple. Choose one so that your opponent will not have advantage over you, or so that you can have advantage over your opponent. Now, you hear two voices. One says, pick banana because monkeys will prefer banana to apple.
Yeah.
Then somebody say, no, pick apple and prove a point there. Oh, you can convince monkeys with apple. So this is the situation confronting NPP right now. and it's up to them whether they will pick apple. You see, when you pick apple,
I think
you will lose the election even before it begins.
I read it from. It was you.
Yes. That is the reality.
Yeah.
That is the reality. Because if you pick apple,
Sounds like now finally you know the person who published that story. Okay. Whoa.
Yeah. So if you pick apple, you will lose election. You even lose the contest before it begins. Because monkeys will even prefer
a rotten
banana to
fresh apple.
I mean, let's be honest. You see, that's what I'm saying. Let's not deceive ourselves. What I see in NPP is that there's power play. There are two interests in NPP. And the interest is such that they are shipping people along. People go for each other wanting the phone. And they won't be saying one questions. It's like people are getting emotional. They will create some atmosphere, maybe with cash, with some good things. So you lose your thinking.
Your balance and all that.
You need to think. Sit down. When you go to your bed, sit down as an MPP person. What is it that we want in 2024? Is it not power?
Yes, power.
And who can give us the power? Look at the market.
Yeah.
Look at the nature of the... Don't deceive yourself. You see, even in America.
Let me state this clearly. Say, my contribution to the party, you cannot ignore it because anytime we are in opposition, that is why I work hard to bring the party to power. When we are in opposition. What do you say? And yes, and party our power. When you seek through party no power eduma now TB a contribute to who say only contribution when you needed me most everybody has ignored the party. Agyapong is there. What do you say? That is the difference. I'm making it clear to Ghanaians. Sir, when we are in opposition, I religiously get involved. Again, my contribution to the party. A man from radio station, Net2, Sheffield. What these stations have done for NPP. Let me state this clearly. Say, my contribution.
Abusha for your mamma makwaba, as about transfer at the Bas Solid TV, meeting at the Shaibula CC. Mess also own subscriber or subscriber. Ne Solid TV unkomo echeunia. Ene eye June bosume eda etoso enum. Usho brena akasima bese mienu na nonsia bo ewo Ghana. Ene ye ba life se ya na enkomo ho. Solid TV channel the idea ye say ye de a project the new patriotic party titru Honorable Kennedy Kwame Akomple Agyapong. Ye magana for MPP for who say ye can't nipa baako betimi age power e de ama the new patriotic party a Kennedy Agyapong. Ni emo hu the Kennedy Agyapong factor. Die nti a ewo se wo ye MPP ni a wo bom paye e ma Kennedy Agyapong. Die nti a wo ye MPP delegate a wo si wa adwene se 2026 se ye kase ye kwa akoto aba the gap no e be said between Dr. Bawumia and Mahama elections no Honorable Kennedy Kwame Akomple Agyapong any obia e be kase wo ye otoso mienu no the gap should be like of that of Dr. Bawumia and John Dramani Mahama. Kennedy Agyapong audio na the video ko hwere was stating clear say ne contribution to MPP or the contribution to MPP obia ene ne nyepe party ni eco positioner sa brand of MPP se ne som eye adwumaden e di MPP ba ban mu ye betimi aka from 1992 Kennedy Agyapong ne company supermarket warakoje $3 million edema MPP satamo na MPP enso daye se in the Fourth Republic omeba abamu ba Kennedy Agyapong anya gidie ewo MPP mu ede ne company ekosi awa. It took him more than 8 years as a ultimate yaka enti sa wo nipa na waba eno achi awe latter day saint no woni Kennedy Agyapong contribution yepe ebra na ekomde wo ebra na nsu komde wo de o ma wonsuo ebra no wa me ana ebra na nsu komde wo de o me ye de o ma obra wonsuo ana de oba aduano no omo contribution enyepe baby aduno the MPP want to taste power again enlo chi eda ko sori ya yese levy bi petrol levy bi fuel levy bi perfect sam ended for a pass it through a Ghana for MPP for ya anton reason is say ye wo micro minority MPP akwa koduru extend say CFA adwene e wo man mu a omon consult MPP so your opposition party they will only consult you when you are in opposition because our numbers in parliament here without our numbers, the ruling government, and the ruling party, cannot make a decision. But MPP could do a point say the NDC or more yada they don't need our input. Hey, your from pass it. Okay, e-levy. MPPS or pass. A big issue because NDC for someone tears here, and partner was MP before. Omo mokasa. E-levy and your fa adwa safo look alike eba parliament. E-levy and your fa MP no yare eba parliament because na NDC for air direct. But this time the MPP, your numbers are insignificant, or they can take a decision without consulting us. Me busa MPP now shaman said, oh dear, emotions swing check, ne busa said, baby MPP one open. Say baby MPP one pedia now per power in 2028 year. A candidate back up any honorable candidate Kwame Agyapong Japan. Would say, oh, mammy, I will no ye unia. Say, bear my ben on the way on found. We MPP near would say on your power in 2028. And nipa obeti magic power at the amount of Kende Japan. Oh, yeah, yes, Kende Japan pendoka, as Kende Japan, say, but me busa say, what says Kende Japan kind of credit? What says Kende Japan Uchan Toda? What says Kende Japan obedient di kwa di boneda? What says it in the Japan? You're citing about corrupt deal be. And no, and ye kazi in the Japan yet the aye ni wu. Okay, the Japan kasa open talker. Can the Japan talk a bit about Kumbiano? Aye MPP ni Ghana ni talker. One a nas in talker. One a fierce as nigger talker. One a one talker. I feel so as nigger eche and penny for more Ghana do matem di a bay mama matem. Na Kende Japan I don't know say makwan ama barriers su kono ma mo bra e di Ghana mpenifo bi atem e wi akire Ghana for Kende Japan ene afia so as nigga kwa akoko wakodi afia so nigga atem ento di Ghana for ma atem na ya mebusa se Kende Japan e di afia so as nigga atem na afia so as nigga represent Ghana for ma nyina dia then afia so as nigga ne the only oba ni kuru beto no se aware mpaso one or bear my for daso. So does it also mean say if you're so as nigga representing Ghana for a man nana? Intimisramo. Dear Namha, dear Senehano, a power and ye pe. Say Chama won't be back no crack. Nancy a roko for the son the balls muka crano. Well, who say power a more de ba next time? Chama won't to me any power on for near enko ye good enko ye near. Na baby a duno. Ma won say a competition ye be biemu a man for pick phone but MPP form fan show mu trimu say a power first so one na corporate constituency chairman one na corporate regional chairman one na corporate national secretary one na kwai one the ultimate power the one na bet mama the executive power that's the presidency that is the presidency. And ye pobi obet mama ye the executive power. Someone who is a tough guy. Obi a ye tough guy. Obi a waku kudru, obi a won srade, obi a onye hunfo na ne ko eko anim. Hwɛ me ka asɛm ma akonkyerɛ mo. Na adan kwankufo ade ka say all die be die. Asase na Ghana for bi ante ase. But sa statement mo make ye no, ejinja party for ema party for no ekonkode me age power 2028. 2016 no. But baby ekodu ye no. They just ended elections, you know. One of the constituency that is Agyapong North. Assemblies wo ho. Yakoto aba 6 months ni ye nim MP ho. Na me pese ko video e baba me kan sama chiro.
So, what do you feel about this decision taken by your colleagues in parliament?
Perfect. Perfect.
They also say that the process should be rerun. There must be a new election in Agyapong North. Are you against that?
If you won, would you say they should rerun? If you were the one who won, would you say they should rerun? You know the King Solomon issue. We won the election hands down. And so there isn't going to be any rerun. We have the pin sheet. We have every evidence. We've collated with their agents throughout 6 times. And this is where we are. So if you were the one who won, Will you suggest there should be a rerun? That's my question.
Thank you. So she's clear that there should be no rerun in this election because as far as
Abushafo yakoto aba de esi yen no. Hwe NDC for MPs bi wo ha. Wo mu nimpe face seat o mote so no. They are not the rightful occupant of these seats. Wo nim say seat no ye chinchim yensa ye chinchim MP before sa na je MPP a wotifie nim say me seat we ye yiremi na je ye di tuo ye de man the Electoral Commission so emo declare e de ma NDC for reason na to say reason enyina ne say the MPP presented a weaker candidate in election 2024. The MPP presented a coward candidate in election 2024. The MPP presented a candidate who is not bold, who couldn't lead the fight. Chairman can say back on show. O share elections ya call yako nyina from 1992, 96. O man pay that John Agyapong for earning kunim. But o cheya who say these are the number of seats me party enya and Sarobe conceded defeat. O man penny runs yebi, Nana do yebi. Even John Dramani Mahama 2016 ye to abetiano or my election enter day 3. Emo who say these are me MP semanya 2020. Shamama chon once I concede defeat. And make sure say say share the parliament no many MP before paimu me da banba be call at the speaker. And abamba bi adwuma wo ye in the parliament no and the man the election was so soft for the MDC in 2024. But nipa ye de ne kwa abato no de ye to aba Saturday 7th AM Sunday 9 AM no concede defeat. Na obehia MPP ni a so gullible kan che say oh no mpesa basabasa be si oman mu oh no mpesa endokwa be si oman abusuafo abato wo abekata mempem ho asem no yenkogia se ento abama ya ye pe ho asem ana yekogia se ento abama yemfo hufo enkodi esanim na me busa se mo amuka sa asem no ye to aba na ke kenkan ana MPP anya more than 50 plus 1 and ke candidate ebe concede defeat say ompe basabasa omanimu wonima abato ho kwan fa so ko abato kwan fa so gina abato no onye hye ommo hye saa nipa we eni kwa saa ne kokon na nim biem hwe baabi eyedu no atiwa kakra MDC for eyi dan na yi chia ye no ehia a candidate oye tough hwe executive power no enumu ana interior hye enumu na defense hye so omumu said the executive power no shifted towards left now both the interior and defense no almost so shifted and dabia no the okura tumi no anasa tumi no ye to about tumi na bedi nipa mienu the potential people no the candidate from the NDC side and that of the MPP side and at that time the tumi no at pair na omo hwe baabi want to move and you say elections no because of the precedence the example of 2008 there no and there be a soldier for na post for omo twen hwe ade because 2008 it was clear that now the win ye tie na me say abefa ho and to omo hu say Dr. Bawumia no enye na adwo so be concede defeat a no omo hwe ade mama so nye na adwo so be concede no omo hwe ade omo ni ba be 2 win ko and they had pair wo be ba bontina be concede defeat in Tambia no ma firi wachi anti enya wanwa se ni ye ti aban mu na omo buye wo polling stations omo chase wo polling station ye di to gina Electoral Commission for say ya nya the executive power declare the legislature power no so emaye because ya nya obia na ni eden eni anim bada busuafo yi hwe papa no wonya hia ne ba no so nya hie nanse ya se ose se wo sa cha ma wuntumi video bi na okata wonya Ghana ni na pesa obebo na me ka asem e che manfo wo ye leader wo ye tough second Agyapong nipa na de ko as a fragmented no na onye hye ana mantem na MPP base so nipa na onye hye o se video ready abona me kan asem chiro
Minya Ghana need you. Because they said the one we never have president. Minya Ghana need you. Ghana for Musorio. Ghana for Musorio. And before you know Musorio. And before you know Musorio. I am Munti and a Mahama MC. And before I am Munti and a Mahama MC.
Good. Abushafo. Honorable Kende Japan, you're charging for treason. You're chain no question being for office. What is the Kende Japan 88 Watch us or you're tough or piano. What the party for Kasai? Chama would be piano. Also the party for Kasai. O pian or che will be a sabi. Why yada da yadin passo on your bema. And near my air cost say 2028. Yanya bema amana near Nima MPP election we should forget. Yanya bema one year back from crane to cran, and that is Honorable Kennedy Kwame Akompre Japan. And near my fucking the Japan niso. Share November 4th, the MPP internal contest no. And memo momunya Jana Maka Kende Japan. Alan Kwado Frimu. And near my fucking the Japan, and you saw that so. A general as a successful business person, no, you have no idea. Kende Japan is not a coward leader. Kende Japan any leader a two dear dia obe janaja maho. A two dear dia baka say let us throw in the tower first. There be just like the cheapest elections. Yeah, my election no a year for the man NDC because of nipa odi anim. Ya to aba Saturday 7 a.m. Sunday 9 a.m. near conceded defeat. I yet named the number of seats and a black man off. Ye see to direct. Ye nim perfect sir. MPP in the rainy. But ye candidate in a conceded defeat in term. And a mind this for somebody takasije. Sir next year may near nyadi. Near sakas ye kwako to about your company kumbeba. So me busa MPP for say. Ye per power. Aye Kende Japan. Ye per power aye nipa wa ye crowd puller. Nipa wo si for ma Ghana for wo GDA ewonimu, and that's Kende Japan. Ye ntimi for Mr. Nice Man obi a won pese ni obi hunam kra be kan no emfa nko elections bi. So Mr. wo ye MPP delegate na won connect ya halves connected already. I am strongly connected, so you to go and connect to the Kende Japan. Na Kende Japan adofo a mo boy ye adwuma 2023 no mummie munsam na party ni bia na wo hu se nipa obetima gi tumi ama Kende Japan no omra me Kende tententem ne nko meme shaibula si da bia me kamensem se ba bia meti so obi se shaibu sori firi ho na me metena ha na me ba be boa me Kende Japan aba be president a me sori na me de mani adi na chi mara ba wetena ha. Enti mempesa obi baye kokotako ye na di ka ba ntem obeto ye dabe ye mpa bi o Kende Japan camp ena ye na di kan 2023 na woy ena ye na di kan me se mpa bi give way ye ma obia emramu o hwe Mr. Amson Esa Reverend mo Ghana mahene gaji mo obia makwanse obia mramu enti amantama aka no if it's a national for na hu say ye open up am obia ba the other regions no system we mani wo ho pa mo party for ne ba na mo pese mo ntiase no please say na matima my power and come my power the previous election obia no akete wo to ma twene Kende Japan kai obia but this time mumie yensam na party for nemra na eye MPP ana Kende Japan ebetu frank ade akoje power de ama MPP onkoje power na ema a different political party baby ye dunu eye power na ade a wo mso enyina na se ene enkomo bebre e wo fie na mepata me den kaba we from eye kaba hu hia pa nyame boa on the 16th of this month Honorable Kennedy Kwame Akompre Japan the birthday mesramo me se ma me entoma pofa entoma po ye pese ye free akunafo ntoma me nka ta bremisika brem entoma pofa entoma po ni yemfa free akunafo ni enka che akunafo ne se sa ntoma we je ne ko tiam frere safura de se on fan kunundi aboti ne fama kende Japan ne hwede besi enti solid tv number bi eda tv screen so mesramo wo fresh a number no 0543 666646 0543 666646 wo fra ba bi obi ma ba ntoma no ne yemmoaboa no na yemfa mfira kunafo na yehwe de Nyankopɔn ebeye na de omni me pesa meti ade bi efiri ho menua kwakuku aten atwera ade tentententente kwakuku aten ba bi obia no yancha sonko enkoma no woye a former public relations officer at the Ghana the Ministry of Education they be am metini post so na kwakuku aten akaneti da and obaye no mamembo Armstrong Esa Reverend Gaji any team ni na abaso said omu nyina nso agin awa tu ena your sapomo lawyer mu nyina no omu nyina agin awa tu Charles Amodata mu nyina awa tu na adena da so me pese me tombo asame kan na ne nyina ne se abrantie bi efri NDC eba NPP ye ni problem ye fa na awa na do man position tam ema no koye adwuma ewo waye enya sika wan fi party ni tama ne ye MPP adwuma no ne NDC for na egro ene no no pese oba Rome no ye more Catholic than ye ti Rome asino na ye pese ye kan ase miche no wonye party ba entonte ne yemase u project u fair candidate a obi ni uni asem na sabi 7 president me shaibula sisi second Japan no call elections enya 38.2 or winning in just only 77 constituencies out of the 276 constituencies na kameto no atwene me se me shaibula sisi second Japan no di MPP anim ema 2024 onya 38.2 out of the 276 constituencies no or winning in only 77 and what they 88 MPs by a kashaibula si kameto no atwene kamen campaign for Kenya Japan ba mo no kwa mo mfere no kwatra Facebook a nsem hunu churo anana wase sticker abadwane Kenya Japan tini ono NDC ni na ba MPP ni no ekofo obi akọ contest sticker e won hia so na sabi wo aba Rome wo se oye more Catholic che ye yese ohoho na ni ba akese ense wo hunu hwe na kwakuku aten our plan kama what's it Awa Mohammed, since you have consistently failed to grow, I believe it is time I step in to assist you with some basic facts. Now facts in here, what's it? Your candidate recorded 0 vote in over 30 polling stations in the north, the very part of the country he hailed from. Was it interestingly? No polling station in the south gave him 0 vote. Was it? Unipa now was say woye champion ta Agyapong. Baby a wo free, baby a the trump card, baby a kwese ofa more votes abano. Polling station maku 30 na to abetiado. Oba Asante Mante manasa oba the southern part of Ghana na kwambona wan kwode sa 0. Die omni say omonam na omoka so ana Asantefo ana anto aba ama omo candidate. Na momo to aba ma mo candidate no. Mo amadada ye say yemfa party ni hya nensa na mato aba man no. Moto 0 ne ma no. Enti aye point 1 kwa huko ate wo shoot na to. Point 2 was it apart from the Winneba Zongo, your candidate lost in every Zongo polling station across Ghana, despite being a Muslim candidate. Or say point 2. Winneba Nkwana Zongo polling station. Sa candidate no every year. All the Zongo polling stations I work Ghana saying na MPP Lucy. Meanwhile na Awa Mohammed na the candidate no woye kremoni woye zongoni. That's point 2. And Awa Mohammed one knock that was saying your candidate lost in 99 out of the 276 constituency, representing a 72.1 rejection rate, the worst in our party history. Was it? Sir Osha constituencies about 1% you to about Ghana na. Aya hanu edio song ensia 276. Oha eni adio kronkron candidate ma MPP Lucy. Se kan nyina boma aya oha enchichemu adio song emienu. Aya nim guase free se MPP yate ebi nto yeda. That is it. That's another point. It was and I was 2.2. What your candidate recorded 0 parliamentary seats in 4 regions in Ghana. Embarrassing, isn't it? What is that candidate, no? That candidate, no? A mantem maku 9. Ana what they party ni kwa yako bo party no yeni MPP MP. Eho. Sa mantem nano upper east, upper west, OT any voter. And was saying, despite all the resources allotted to him, your candidate declined in votes in 15 regions across the country, with the only exception being the Northeast. Sikapudu party mu mema aye de man no. A mantem maku dunsia no. A mantem dunum atoabatia no. Sa Awa Mohammed the candidate wasem ane eka no. Was say this was the worst presidential defeat in Ghana political history ever witnessed, and it was achieved by your candidate. Was say MPP mutu nchen ne eba omankonko Ghana mu a say Ghana abakwasem e was say de ko Guinness Book of Record mu say oman bi akoto aba na candidate bi amon homodin eya Awa Mohammed ne candidate kwa akuko aten me se ma no ya bonso na no ya papa was say despite being a candidate from the north, your candidate delivered the worst MPP performance in the northern region. Yeah, nimsa Awa Mohammed the candidate no wo free esrem amantem nunu. Nenso MPP ko abatoa so. Aye ba amakonko Ghana. Said the first time a bredi kan MPP. Yesi ya mo ehomode esemfo na to ya twene. Aye this start na me mama a typical example. In 2020, Nana Danko Kufuado enya over 400,000. This time enya 300,000 candidate no nkenja. And was say your candidates oversaw a 2.1 million vote decline nationwide, an unprecedented drop by any presidential candidate since 1992. Was say aba yakoto na Franka Kurafo etimidi emma beburu 2.1 akwa che yang babia efri. Was say eye abatuo mu anim guase a efri se ba 4th republic no ato amanyaku a na anto amanyaku bia say MPP Awa Mohammed candidate akwa party. And was say your candidate gave us only 9 parliamentary seats across 6 entire regions. Masa adewe pa de enye Kristo na afa na ke o say winsa. Was say oka amantem maku enkunu bomu a mantem maku nkono ye ka bomu a Awa Mohammed ne nipa okofa ne baaye no o maaye emrese bedwafo na kunwa na maku nsia we die guess Awa Mohammed the candidate kwan bit my side we say and was say out of the 276 parliamentary seats, your candidate only delivered 88. About what emphasis that's a message of Fonkonya a woman munu. Aye ahanu eduoson ensia or the adio watch pen buy 88. And in Guasia Emma ne MPP a free micro, ebi se mini, ebi se tiny, ebi se de Awa Muhammad candidate. And was say, as a member of the party, I believe these statistics are far more worthy of concern than the number of votes I obtained in my premise. But then again, it is ununderstandable. You only cross over to join us shortly before our 2016 victory. So your appreciation of the party internal dynamics and the future development may still be underdeveloped. Or say, Obatinasi, because Awa Mohammed where I can ask him. No one NDC for ne na ekra na ohun se 2016 bibia kire se MP bedin kunum ana obotra ebeji Ghana manpin na adan kwakufo eso tam position ne chair no na oye ne basa anti we say no eye PO box kwakuko atin office ana watwa kata ten points mako edu say Awa Mohammed of MPP former of NDC one fa entena fie no won sua ade no won ja sab tibon koso kofi kwamu abrabo a wo bo no MPP mu say Awa Mohammed wada kwaku kwate say enkan che say won tenani no wo MPP woni NDC mu kwaku kwate sorry jo kwaku kwate kwasi kwate points mako du ano say Awa Mohammed say wada won tenani no won sua ade emfa mfirim na sa points we say no kwaku kwaten pa so me say me wo ho kwasi kwaten kwasi kwaten me srew aya odin no ene oboa se MP dey confuse me kwasi kwaten me srew not men trust men san wo shebe anye Delegate na kwasi kwaten wa chop sa points we e dey akwa na ensa mebre ho mo videos kwasi prat aka asem mi me ba be koso na me pese me ko kan comments ni bi ba na ma won se me nua ba framing from the United States na man that me be phone line ba na me de kan asem na me say mo pese mo donate na mo boa na nya me boa honorable Ken birthday no ye de entoma akwa fira kura for na me say number no me sibuta fe ma me ko kan sa mo message ni embra we say efri o say Kwame Junior o say despite Alan Chamate for 2028 good afternoon everyone Alan for 2020 na Alan obesa ba de mommy ya was say hello Shaibu and Frank. Trust all is well with you. Stay safe and blessed always. Yeah, that's it. Francis Dankwa was say, let Ken be Ken for 2028 of Kadafi Italy. And I can show him was say, why is everyone endorsing Ken? Because but that's the way. Ken is the way. Godfrey Boate was a man of the movement. Honorable Ken, yeah, that's it. Anoche Abankwa Richmond was say, let all connected. Also let us all connected and bring Honorable Ken 2024 Ken Ghana will work again. No Ken, no vote, period. And a junior as a Saintia, okay, was say connected at 2028 medase. Because what I say Ken no Ken and a Mark Wall Cook Agyapong or say God bless you Shaibu medase and a Gaddafi or say please like and share medase. Nana upon TV what is written 2028 President Ken Ohene Japan medase. Bonnie Golfer also no Ken no vote. Henry Boama or say no Ken no vote. Gaddafi or say please like and share medase. And J.Y. Adom or say let Ken be Ken pa Kwamena or say get connected yeah that's it. Henry Boama also let Ken be Ken. Godfrey Boate was say everyone should involve in Honorable Ken campaign. Godfrey or say Ken Bass is ready to move. Oh yes. Richard or say I'm sorry connected yeah that's it. And Godfrey Jan Figable was saying Ken is the keeper for the country Ghana medase. Samuel Apia was say whatever the enemies will plan and talk against Honorable Ken Agyapong, God has already ordained him as the president of Ghana, so no weapon against him can survive. Yeah, that's it. God for what I say, Honorable Ken is winning hands down. Massa, or say in Ken we trust. Massa, I mean no unfinished business. We are in Casa. JC Cooper say Shaibu, if there is a humble, truthful, honest, incorruptible, selfless leader that can rescue Ghana is one and only Kennedy Agyapong. Foster Amuako was say his name is Kwesi Kwarteng. Yeah, me da say. Edina Kwesi Kwarteng, but Kwaku Kwarteng did not come on. But I'll try as much as possible meet him aye. And Abena Beda was say greetings to Franco me da say. Deborah Hin was say can for 2028. Solomon Amankwase Ken Anna Shelley Owusu also at the Ababetua. Yadamu nyina se mo amugina so yadama se pa. Me se mo unlike page na kwana ko like it. Na mame nkofa Kwasi Pratt audio bimba. But before the Kwaku Pratt audio no me can say bi a kiro. Me se nyame boa on the 16th of this month, honorable Ken birthday. Last year ye mane ye fe. Ye jije niema ekoma nyanka. But this time what we are trying to do ni say ye pentoma. Ye nyehwe eyentoma. Ye de kwa komfira akunafo. Enti oma me pofa ba akwa meje. Oma me epo a meje. Oma me po mienu epo miensa meje. Me se number bi eda o hwe o hwe TV na sha number bi da 0543666646. O first number na ba bi obi ana me kwa akwaje. Na ya ye fefe amana fefe me pese as many as ye betimi no. Mommy and Chile say honorable Ken wa ye dupont na owa dofo entomano wo de koto fabra na yenye ne fefe ye mboabo no na ye mfa nkoma akunafo no na mame nkofa Kwasi Pratt video we emra me ba me kan se mi akiro
amama sama mu pa ye kan de Japan nin kan da masa up to now me to me tiasi to me hu ni ntia o 19 sir how it wasn't in the party. So 37% no nya party no is not reflective of how far you went. Masa, who is the street vendors, taxi drivers, truck drivers, market women, and so on. Madam, oko hairdressing salons so kwa anything. And oko criticize Kennedy Agyapong. Hairdressing is only anything money bill. But African television, one of the reporters, Okufio Trotro, and Okufio Kennedy Agyapong. Trotro driver says, "Sana, why do you see film and so on?" That phenomenon needs to be explained. Something has happened in Ghana's politics.
The spirit of the people is in his.
Something has happened in Ghana's politics. I say, and take into account that we miss the point. Naturally, some say, so Mukoye and NPP for the Frankatu, Koshe Kennedy Agyapong, sir. How would NDC be able to fight Kennedy Agyapong? Strategy be an accord. He's so unorthodox. There's no method to his thing, and so on. How do you react to him?
Well,
something is happening, but it should not say it should not just be within the confines of traditional formal politics. BBC. It may just be a reflection of the disillusionment of the population with regular politicians and regular political parties. It may just be a reflection of the clamor for a third force.
Is it not also because Kennedy Agyapong on his own is a crowd puller? On his own steam?
I didn't know that until now.
It's possible.
I'm being honest with you, I didn't know that. But something has happened in our politics. It's just that the old way of doing things has to change. People are getting fed up with what is traditional and what is normal.
Of course. Of course. I'm good.
Kwasi Pratt, Abusiafo. Obia enim Kwasi Pratt political party or affiliated to. And as said John Dramani Mahama Krampo amane ba appointment. But sasem wo kan before you be to abana na say. But that be I don't know. Yeah, I'm saying before you be to but uti or say Kennedy Agyapong wo ye crowd puller. Obia ne ho efrefre dom hwe apart from omampanyin dada a onye baby called Rollins obi no even Rollins I don't think say ye buy the fourth republic in pass keke Japan ho a ko betuma police adom no omo maka ni nyina no eye omo amanyeko na friend nipa ma omo back in the Japan on his own no etimi freedom na me kai say tama ye to abayi Dr. Bawumia utimi tena car mu na akofa MPP asema na e powerful MPP asema na e powerful because of a particular candidate ba utie Kwasi Prata was say ne yire sana damfo bi ekọ hairdresser ni bi nchen so okọ akoye ni ti anu okọ kasa am se police na no pa ye ketia kende Japan hairdresser na ka che se wantwe sa asem na san ya obapam no onye ni ti ma no abusuafo yi hwan pa na pa fa nyankopon be hada se wo da do sinko di a che udu sika eba me be ye uti ne ma ju sika no akobo obi din me se wan jai san kwasa asem na me pam ofri afa usika ko was a Pan African Television TV Africa woman reporter ekotena trotro mu ena amanyosem ya na ase na no ko pa kende Japan trotro driver kan so ya obesini kwantimfi abushafo yi Ghana apart from kende Japan ye ni sa kind of politician no eye dai ana kende Japan ne ho do ewura Ghana fo mu sa he one na do ye na wo ye ne ka ho but the emma omo gidio kende Japan mu e no kreka na ho odin a wo se ye betimi abiebie nyuma ama manfo nya biaye because obi a watu kwan bia ba wo se abroche de omo ka no kro emra ye mro ade yenye se yo bagana nipa na okase owa abroche wontimi nto ade antwene fom no oba Ghana wato ade atwene fom China ni nimpefe se wontimi nto galamse wo China oba Ghana no otu galamse because yen ka no kre yen penifo dodo na nka no kre ena me hwe documentary bi ye sick asante mantem ye time ko bie filling station e wo forest mu apake excavators ho na 77 prediasa America e wo 50 states America e wo 50 states one state e Ghana enti ye betimi akase obi akwa tiesi America forest mu abie filling station tu galamse America president Donald Trump kasada na kobetu no ade so ba Ghana nyese o muhu yu no kreka minimutafre sik an plan but o mahu say ba bi o man na dunu e kende Japan obi eba na John Dramani Mahama eye campaign ana e-levy ba metwamu ana we me ba me yesei ana me ba me akufo nkofo corrupt oba ya ani nansa ana sami diamfi ko che dollars Jella President Akufo-Addo actual love letter edema sisi abanda pa no Mama too also did the same wa pam sami diamfi but obi ehun say the way to go no e kende Japan enu ntino Ghana fo nyina say e kende Japan tu tie Kwasi Prata nsama wo kana wo se kende Japan a crowd puller. Now, I say the only way, the old way of doing things, no. Ghana for so mompe. Say obi baba ye amanyoni, obi be president edi. Now so na watama akura de abonobo. Now we see man for ire mo dress. Now wo fufuo. Now we start slang ka brofo. Or kwa sorry owura busunfie epie eyi Bible quotation. Yes, say a baby a chain will be a man of us. Was it Ghana for atras and Ghana for? Obi kind of Ghanaians are not growing your boy. Here first near to me the petrol. I think for Galam, for the petrol year campaign. Most of the campaign. And now, oh, yeah, president now for petrol the campaign or my 12 bet yaw. And then Ghana for who say 77 predators. Ghana the way to go no e Kende Japan enta mo omo tudi Kende Japan achi saa no enti MPP foi mo pe power ana mo pe flag bearer se MPP pe power dia e Kende Japan o pe flag bearer dia ene obetima akofo nipa afro but dia akoye ni so bi na ball no nyom wase dia former ni so enti me mfama bra ball to chacha biem ense professor Makabra na ball saa nyom dia yokofo aye chama wuntum I don't think that the NPP we will joke with power again and say will be a ye bet na ko power e Kende Japan ono na eso de ne ko na kwasi part ene se fa kan ka se Kende Japan o ye crowd puller no na me say no kre ananye no kre na me na ma na me ko chance on this video ye hear that video no mra
Vice President and them NEC before now. Now I have the must say Madaji. Now move it here. The flag bearer. Now Minister Munya.
Mekra aninsu atata me. Hwe ye bo o se for video nto nche. Ye bo Kende Japan edin. Hwe how party supporters responded to Kende Japan. Ni din e boy no. Hwe ye bo Kende Japan di hwe de e hoye. Ye obi o ha naturally ono no wo crowd puller. Ani obi o ho a just a party no in a poor crowd at the mano. Get this difference. The two are not the same. Get the difference here. The two are not the same. You obi o MPP na twedom brano. But obi o no anso timi twedom. Kende Japan eno an timi twedom. We crowd puller naturally. Sana nyakopo ball no. Ani obi no ho a by the very to say. We manyokuo ne Frank Akurani. And ma ye boni din a people want to give him a tonsure because of say what ye MPP ni. She obi timi ti share Kende Japan. Na nisu atata was Kennedy. Ye nyawa ye pe. Ye nyawa ye pe. And sa niema we se nyina no. E kan sem akire MP before. Kwasi Pratt say na se ka MP before. Eyi Kende Japan. Kenya say NDC for etia bamu. Ka election ka MP be win hands down. Sansem we nyina ye kind to MP before fo. Na da bia me kan sebi. Obi owuo e ba be fa nako. Wo be ye ne dey, wo be kan asem say. Want da. Just wo ne ko. Ana obi a amane e beto no. Ne ya hihye say amane e be fa no. Hey, ubetunu fu say there so fu bia na obefra na o ma na kwanche obekọ ento be the two MPP and now tie Kwasi Pratt nsebo kan na what Kende Japan we a crowd puller for say obi e fu ka oka asem boni afa Kende Japan ye say sabi se wan twi ansan a me yiwasi for na driver ni ka sa asem we and you know, that is the difference between Kende Japan and any other candidate. Now, us sama Kwasi Pratt video na menka asem enhya for bia o man tie ni ye. Me pete mo tie asema Kwasi Pratt o yo bia ye kan amanyoni a na so bia o communicate or political watcher. Or one of them onye NPP ni but asema kafa Kende Japan. MPP delegates 2026 mon consider sa na mo isi yenko video number.
Me can that. Masa, up to now, me to me, tears me to me who me into ya or 19 sir.
How?
It wasn't in the party. So 37% no or partner is not reflective of how far you went. Masa, who is the street vendors, taxi drivers, truck drivers, market women, and so on. Madam, or hairdressing saloons or anything, and no criticizing Kennedy. Hairdressing is only anything money. Pan African television, one of the reporters, or Kofi truck room, and no criticizing Kennedy. Truck driver says, "Sana, why do you see make and so on." That phenomenon needs to be explained. Something has happened in Ghana's politics.
The spirit of the people is in his.
Something has happened in Ghana's politics. I say, and take it into account. We miss the point. Naturally, so Mukoye and NPP for the Fragmented, Kosher Kennedy Japon, sir. How would NDC be able to fight Kennedy Japon? Strategy be an accord. He's so unorthodox. Yeah, well, there's no method to his thing and so on. How do you react to him?
Well,
something is happening, but it should not say yes, it should not just be within the confines of traditional formal politics. BBC. It may just be a reflection of the disillusionment of the population with regular politicians and regular political parties. It may just be a reflection of the clamor for a third force.
Is it not also because Kennedy Agyapong on his own is a crowd puller? On his own steam?
I didn't know that until now.
It's possible.
I'm being honest with you, I didn't know that. But something has happened in our politics. It's just that the old way of doing things has to change. People are getting fed up with what is traditional and what is normal.
Of course. Of course. I'm good.
Masa, up to now.
Yeah, Abushna, for that is question. Or say after November 4th, or see a tour ban. Anake Kennedy Agyapong enya ya. Ko imagine how what the NDC was going to campaign. Adia kebe to MPP. Na MPP 4. Miami MPP. Eye power ane epe. Anase Mr. Nice Man yepe. Na ukwa Ghana wepa ade bi da say was say Donald Trump's replica in Ghana politics. Why can the Japan needs MPP delegates votes? I mean kind of on my phone so was saying I guess you are amazed at the rate Ken Ohene Japan is somehow receiving rousing cheers from Ghanaians electorate. He's a Ghanaian businessman and a politician, and has been a member of parliament for Asin North constituency in the central region of Ghana under the take of the New Patriotic Party since 2013. No, it should be since 2000. Was the 63-year-old business mogul, cum politician, is married to Stella Wilson Agyapong with 23 children. He has his educational at Fordham University and Adesada College. Was Mr. Agyapong, who is also vying to lead the NPP as the flag bearer if he succeeds come November 4 will eventually be the okay. That is so. This is Adia Obiaka. And Osha the Donald Trump now a politician, cum a business person. Share, baby, I do know here. Or might be a population no economy. ɔman bia population na dey ɛkɔ and the rate of population grow no se enya private businesses aban adwuma sa aban the education for befa the MMD local government for befa the health for befa the energy befa asa the ohona the Kwame Nkrumah the Gwajibet economy the build to hona ba yenua ma momotu kwan yenua ma mo America Canada and UK mo no they will tell you say majority of them are working with the private sector. Why no Babe created that enable environment for the private sector to strive no in Japan? Because already no obano. When you kwanya ye fa so business, where ye businessman dada meboa. O here man for my bad doom so ne niema dada na because one ono mi adwuma da. Emma doom so emma ne mo kada. Onu wo mi adwuma da emma GR fon chase ne da. O mi adwuma da emma be can say tax ye to port wo na de ade no emma won so find enti wo asem na wo ka no obun say anansem bi anabia o person make the government unpopular but in the Japan waton chene da ene oton fish ene also ba beton nade ene oton banche ene wo si adan o yes or FM or TV station and every sector of the economy in the Japan wonim and in the Japan say what me say in the Japan Nyankopon bonus sononko ano de ma Ghana for na in the Japan o ya be na Ghana for ya hwe yi a na se me say in the Japan you lose in the Japan e be take 1,000 years ye wo man for bebre o mo yasikafo Ghana, because we catch in the Japan. But they don't have Kenya Japan trace in them. The trace they been say. Monche misikenia. Oba bontene ebe kuma hiafo. Monche misikenia or sounds a politician. I would go Brian Champo is a politician. But what is it? Maybe Brian Champo didn't account and Obeka be a month, maybe didn't account him. Mon say Brian Champo kon the amount the ordinary Ghanaian. I either be all contest but made yeah and fatu bi na chem. But in the Japan bra wone asofo chichiri yamson ohun say me ye mu me yere. Sofo bi na obebu me yere. So bi na obebu me ban mom me fight for the ordinary Ghanaian. Mon chem sikani a oko bie business ya. Won nwene say emfaso amenya. Na mo wo dwene say me bie business ma Ghanaian youth enya adwuma yeda. Monche misikani a owo a traveling exposure change in the Japan da. Monche misikani a wo ye active politics change in the Japan da. Ana ni aden ana manyokuo wo kuma na manyokuo change in the Japan. Tike in the Japan no wo damu sononko wo ye 1 in million. And the NPP Donald Trump sa America for can say oh Donald Trump kwa de kwa du abona ye say wadi for ye twen said na so twema no America for the can say the Republicans who say Donald Trump and a bit my power and ye kwa akofa na badia then NPP aye power ne ye pe anase ye pe obi obetimi aye nice obi obetima ka brofo obi a obetima twa ntro obi a sabi impredias onkaja tede bia me catch MPP for say ba bia yedu no wo ye constituency chairman wo ye constituency executive wo ye regional executive wo ye electoral area coordinator wo ye delegate ya Monshe Mahama take you over 7 President Mahama take you over from 7 January no yache adubuahin yache chama wuntumi Professor me yakumfi 80-year-old man yache no ene sisi abanda package ewu yese kwa kunyane no ebra yehwetwa atofo se na opuni mu de eye because of power ana Mahama President Mahama and NDC yesa and yeso eye power ne yepe and the seven prediasa se nipa no ya akra na ze free se Ghana for se yemfa ne mra ne beto aba memfa no nko na yedi agro na se lusu kende Japan 2028 ya anwe ye 38.2 no na akwa 28.2 madika ka cho say NDC I win the next election 2028 na a new candidate and I win a new candidate nso ba was a person obetwa 8 years and so 8 years kwa wi a what's the guarantee say after 8 years eba na 8 plus 4 no equals to say 12 na a political party bia no obetena opposition 12 years na ho asaya akono da ometo obana de etia abusha for me twa me ho aba me ba me pese me ba read my message no na na ma fa court akanti ose mama ono abukan video na okan so obe contest no mam sa video me fo ntwa me ho emra hisia na I say solid TV mo comments am ko bobi so na ose yes video no ready na message me bre so abasin Solomon Amankwa was say Ken is on fire. Anna Clemena Champ was a great work done Shaibu and Franco. Hope you are good, brother. Franco has represented and seen. Hey, I'm sorry, this message. Watch your turn out Sunday about me boy. Gadai was it, please like and share. And appear Steven so at the 2 Shwaba. Revelation speaker was say the time Bawumia thought was say that time Bawumia thought is that crowd will win. Okay. And Ali Barcelona was say who is Bawumia 38 point. Okay. Solomon Amankwa say this time I thank God Ken has started his move early. And God for what was the man who can fire his own wife and is that is honorable King in Japan. And Obey Richie was say Ken, may God bless you. And Godfred Boate was say we need a businessman to change Ghana tongue. And is it Gabiwu TV was here we are willing to help but you don't reply our message, bro. Don't push some followers of Mr. Ken away with little advice. I don't apply which message. Yeah, now message about my message be one na o kan wasem no. And I was sending on WhatsApp. O send a message on WhatsApp na my reply afre me. Na the opposite kan na kan kire me. No be bo bia na manhu. And na Gabriel K. Frimpong was say Ken is the future of Ghana. Godfrey Boate was the man with no nonsense, that is honorable Ken. And Isa Adams was say Bibia into me and say honorable Ken kunim die. Isha allow ya da say. And as a Gabi Wu TV was say Vim Shelly Owusu and so edine dia abadada. And Rajwa was a good even Shaibu. Mama Sewa was say Ken is a star. And honorable Kennedy Kwame Akompre kwa Japan wa ye star Kennedy Japan ye star Abushafo I say solid TV no birthday anti mesrel won toma nya maya we dia megentoma den me se ba me pofa ma me po na yemmo abo no na yemfa nkoma akunafo me yenhwe de nyakopon ebagina so aye ya makene Japan ya kwa honorable Kennedy video mbra
me chances yeah and I'm taking this opportunity to tell you say I'm going to contest. And I'll contest until they should be ready. Whatever they want to do, nobody can stop me from contesting. Go party in your build their check in appropriate time. BB also to me a boa party. BB also means to me to enhance my chances. Yeah, and I'm taking this opportunity to tell you say I'm going to contest. And I'll contest until they should be ready. Whatever they want to do, nobody can stop me from contesting. Go party in your build their check. New entrance, I will name the history. I'm glad to say a general secretary say this time by May or the people that have sacrificed why MPP came to power and everything. Intermediate men candidate for the sake of unity. In appropriate time, BB also to me a boa party. Bibi, I was saying to enhance my chances. Yeah, and I'm taking this opportunity to tell you that I'm going to contest. And I'll contest until they should be ready. Whatever they want to do, nobody can stop me from contesting. Cooperate in your build their check. New entrance. I will name the history. I'm glad to say a general secretary say this time by May or the school no more people that have sacrificed. Why MPP came to power and everything. Until media men can't for the sake of unity.
Okay, that's Honorable Kennedy Kwame Akompeh Agyapong. What say? Amanyoko ya build ache. From 1992, Kennedy Agyapong winning the contribution. And yet new entrance on by no chi. Our winning party na bakwasem. Winning kwanya amanyoko na free baby ayeko. Kwanya faso to aba, kwanya faso ji abato so etum. Kwanya faso etoto niema. Yesiri eka amanyoko ni bomu. Kwanya faso eye unity awa amanyoko mu. Obi waso ye unity work na ye hwehwe sikan na supporters omo na manase kan hwehwe omutum. Ye say ye unity work. Sabi MPP members enye ye ne NDC for na ekoto ye ne MPP for na ekoto. Na obi supporters ba na sekan kura no. They are new entrants. Ebi say Awa Mohammed from NDC oba MPP mu. Ebi say omo candidate eno achi na one NDC na nam oyo maame ye woman branch organizer de ma NDC waba MPP ya geno wanti party na se. And Kennedy Agyapong say niam also be enhance party no e no one chance obeye. Ebi ne say what started with the TESCON or new share a TESCON for engage you no mo din kom nyame bo on the 20th. Miami school Kumasi Technical University. Kennedy Agyapong any TESCON for e ba be shia. Oba beka MPP abakwasem. No wa share TESCON for nim kran say mamu nko 10 momra TESCON. No wa share this for no say Ura University join TESCON. Kwan ya ofa so enhance party no a build the party no. Na wasan momo and the entrepreneurship knowledge. Actually, how they are going to create their own businesses during school and after school. And this is a leader I can want them. So mo Ura party ni musabi latter day send the phone sabi I say and some afọ kwampo pam do donye ya tiatfo. But no so say wu enu chi ya be kwa ka some afọ na o ma deda ne ya no o so na o mesomo. Obesia me maame dika wu ye me nka maame obi abakwasem. Oso maame dika wu ye opa dika wu ye ache. Na opa kura no ba na o ya assembly member ho. Ante wu new entrance no. Awo maame kada oni party ni say ana ye MPP. Wo ye MPP check Kennedy Agyapong mo from 1992. Kennedy Agyapong mo ana wo wo MPP wo no obeto MPP. Before MPP beba before na dankwa buja no club na Kennedy Agyapong mo ho. Ebe wo UP ni na Kennedy Agyapong mo ho. Ana be wo MPP. O musika na de T MPP. O waba party aba mu 2000. A woni mpefese party be san ba 2016 our cross carpet aba wa Mohammed eto kasa. Entino abusuafo mesamo this time Kennedy Agyapong wo yi na nimu ntem. Na monso a mo hwa me. Mame ka asem ba ko nkira mo. A man for bebre so take advantage of Kennedy Agyapong do am down the city o mo wa brochire ana me ko print t-shirt ana me ko ese mesra mo. So o person obo Kennedy Agyapong campaign ya. Save usika at the appropriate time. Come and donate to the Kennedy Agyapong campaign. That is all. But I bet donating and show din. And ko share obi kwamu e man nkasa me ko tar poster ana me ko t-shirt the last election a man for GG bucket for basic di bon to bucket for omo do Kennedy Agyapong. Make a typical case akwa bi say wakọ print it obi amansikia so ko t-shirt. Wo so ma t-shirt bia ye ko hwe ma we discount. Enti mesramo Ghana for mo abroche mo minim se mo do Kennedy Agyapong pa. If you me shaibula sisi me ba o say mamsikia ko print t-shirt a mesro Gen hu mienu. O sika aboa o sika na no. Ebre nu duru a bra Kennedy Agyapong campaign work pam. Me be donate to Kennedy Agyapong campaign. Ye ntwe wudin na ye hu se ade ne ko one basket mu. Me enko hye obi nkwa nchen na enko ka se ona me kwa akoye man da kan Agyapong no atam sika de amano. The last election, people invested into Agyapong campaign, but you invested wrongly. Abushan for us and for phone line to so na me na aka okay mama sa video na yamra ye ba na yakofa phone calls no and me person ma tie for no kwan
ba me say honorable Agyapong and a shisha no am yache wuntumi adan say ne boy bi Alex meki bia na am say enkoye yeah enti ono na am yache no fine but me so be wo ho and I can Agyapong so the property the huge one eba say money bill and na eventually say land title same thing anye so utiwana I know I confuse na na ko si tikere na me echi no wa sheda de me se me chose was bomb me say Jack ade ha me pa o me tenen chen oni bute ne ba me tenen chen una wo etia Jack ade ha me pa o me wo ho o ye course base 3 ko TDC tema the woman corporation TDC guys we nya no afre akwa properties o no afre no aboy away say check it also no so as ni nyina sa na tie sa ni part is on na che no you say
Mr. George Odru, the former member of parliament for New Adubuase, and no kwa na house ankofo na no mo nam ka kansem no na kwata no wo cheche mu de honorable Ken eye as far as asem see no number no eye 0543666646 0543666646 oso betima frɛ na wabala so no so waba be hye wadwene abushafo ase eye Solid TV medin ede shaibula sisi na yatenkunwam basically our honorable Kendi Kwame Akompare Agyapong ho komo aniedi madika mo hu na osema me kwasi prat video the was ye twen course no na yemfa twen course no wa ye ready bia no aba so offer WhatsApp call na say anyina so na waba na o ma call na ye no wadi nkomo
nin kan dada masa up to now min to me tiasi min to me hu ni ntia how? It wasn't in the party. So 37% no partner is not reflective of how far he went. Masa, who is the street vendors, taxi drivers, truck drivers, market women, and so on. Madam, or hairdressing saloons or and no criticize the hairdresser is only anything money. Pan-African television, one of the reporters, or put your trot room, and no criticize the trot driver says, "I know what do you see, and so on." That phenomenon needs to be explained. Something has happened in Ghana's party.
Good evening now.
Yes, my dear.
Now what to say?
Adumi yalla. Mbona ejuma shaibu. Yami nkodu konshiro.
Good.
Mimda just because of honorable Ken, but every year because the Ghana.
Sure.
No button.
Yeah.
That's why we are all fighting hard.
Sure.
But a mistake
yeah,
it's entirely up to them.
Yeah.
Because the complete contest.
Yeah.
What do you mean show?
Yeah.
No more Lucy. No 2020.
Yeah, that's a normal call. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. Shaibu Shoni ana.
Mpacho.
Okay. Shaibu Chiao.
Meje also.
Okay. Me pacho mi bisa sembi. Ghana for any delegate for nyina muma yimisa bra champion asem. Se tama honorable Ken ka so contest. Sunu omu nyina so mota Bawumia chi. Ana meboa.
Yeah.
Mi bisa se den ne asi den no mahu I know you almost over contest.
Okay.
Into normal patch said, not Bawumia, ye can almost. And no man will say Bawumia into Munaba contest.
Yeah.
Ghana for any delegate for Muntu Mufo. Monsieur Yansa, Yendi Kennedy, on a book and a bit me at your man, are your money. It's Messobia, Obian to Abanama Kennedy, because yes, sir, some food and not down true. Obia Yakasi, Bawumian, I almost see Bawumian, or Modin Beko, so Bawumia to reach a Mukron, or Modin Beko, no, Bajikram for wood at the Aban, and no meaning almost some contest. Someone will send a Bawumian, Bawumia, and Cadin to Muyamba Bawumianco, then almost so many of them who beg you. I mean, Chomoka, Shaibuni, I mean, Yaduma.
Medase. 0543666646 also bit my friend na waba man so was say adentina na ye tu omo fo no omo entie na this time there omo so omo contest no hia there papa kramo omo say papa kramo ayemre papa kramo entimi emo omo hwe. This is Jews who was say get connected. And I was the NPP party, we are going forward. We need a leader who can fight and stand. Okay, I'm going to fuck this caller. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Shaibu.
Good evening, Mr. Bernard.
Hello, good evening, Shaibu.
Good evening.
Yeah. In Boko there.
Boko now, so.
Yeah, Boko. Yeah, na. What's your Franco Samame?
Matemeka channel.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Shaibu,
yes,
I will say you move in here to us here.
Yeah.
Why sometimes, you go very hard on General Secretary Kodia.
Yeah.
Now, I think you move, the area to us here.
Yeah.
First, you feel sometimes you are now too harsh or too hard on it, but you need to. Reason is that just recently I see Jamawun to me on.
Yeah.
And I would party now.
Yeah.
And I'll be granting interview and won't to me.
Yeah.
Interview now can say in 24 first or say Jai Untimate and Quampono Shima opinion, you don't even have to say even to be quite for a while.
Yeah.
You have to keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Because who are not well open some who yet in 24 party, and make it for fine, they are not 19.
Yeah.
Then and first party say almost channel link to Honorable Ken.
Yeah.
Since you want to get interview, almost like someone attack you on a bucket. When you can frail, you are aware, you need to can a frail. I'm a one you now pay specific say, and you can in a frail. What is who can't say no, who for once and the other see. Who can say for 40 years to be two on a bucket? As a general secretary, so yes, you have to come back and say, hey, listen, me got interview, my mobile ID. We make it blank statement. It's not more attributed to one person. Yes, I'm a nature. Because if I'm a more or a potential presidential candidate, it's more yes, what keeping news now? What the hell? I want to say, what about the car? Every big quiet to one, for which you have fast or bit upon them. You shouldn't do that. Before now, we think, say, young go slow on him like Naboteman or no, again, maybe and go for me and acquire money to me. But one or two things, this is here, what the 1 + 1 equal 1, what you say, or to tell 3 years, maybe and you're nice. And you're nice because you're at the park and it's one year in Mugua. You say,
sure,
you're said you're also. And you're nice.
Mate.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Asepa. Sir, there be a mechanic, almost free Sabia, may metal could ya. Share letter could you actually would invite who should be part to the disciplinary committee. Could you or a coward? Or say there was a pressure on him, say on your letter invite Abronya to the disciplinary committee. Not who should be part to the disciplinary committee. But Abronya be the deacon in the Agyapong. Could you country or my petition party? Could you ever seen on 2 and a mobia? But I dear woman now and so say. Me mental Jackson from Ponko di Obabia. Na on demonstrate say oye a good leader I the NPP ashanism. E bi ni sabi enkola asem obeka yi. Se obi kura afra wa kan ache o say chama wuntumi say ni say ya. E wo de jama kan the heat no ana beka sa asem no. Ene anamo a kodua tu nyina kire say ore Dr. Bawumia na konna kranda. Na obi aka so shy we ntisa kodua no odo no o mafa. Me say meme shaibula sisi mempese kodua be work in the Japan afa one stay neutral. That's the most important thing. As a general say, don't stay neutral. Nyanko baby. Hello.
Yeah, Shaibu.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, Frank. Mekasafi Accra.
Yanko Frank.
Shaibu, I was second with a seminar man can see your concerning Kodiano.
Yeah.
Yeah, a seminar pepe.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, Omukasa, the things said they are very smarter than we, the audience and the followers.
Yeah.
Now, at the same time, I remember we Kusi Platinum.
Yeah.
Kusi Platinum, it was a rain, a blow Africa.
Yeah.
Because the youth were yearning for positive things in their country.
Yeah.
The same way now in Burkina Faso, they were able to capitalize on it.
Yeah.
Now everything is going on well.
Yeah.
The same way needs to blow Ghana.
Yeah.
Because how comes the NPP call you flag bearer?
Yeah.
Ama Wejina, Ama the whole Ghana yatuaba.
Yeah.
But you flag bearer no, but Ghana funa ye be can say be to muti so aba na ye see here honorable Ken. Abre EBC da. The person catch NPP say NPP mo dey you flag bearer but Ghana no honorable Ken is there for Ghanaians.
Yeah.
Ghana funa mu here honorable Ken ye NPP. No, NPP could they should forget it.
Yeah.
Now at the same time, no movement TV guys, no.
Yeah.
The MP was narrating the story.
Yeah.
Nicely.
Yeah.
But the presenter was deliberately diabolic way want to connect honorable Ken to the issue. Yeah, today you are saying Bob Brassa. I question man no time no. And then tamana omuba akwana godon yejmo Oman FM no.
Yeah.
No only say movement TV bibaba and movement FM bibaba. Those guys they should be careful because you don't know what's ahead of you.
Yeah.
What the man was saying, hey Jack, honorable Ken or properties, Papa. Yeah. The man didn't say properties are fake. Just so you never been
that be Obia. Mama educate Obi Omunim. Honorable Ken. Most of the properties, you know, a bill Accra and a do one hour tema. Anna tema, I say tema development TDC. Say tema something. Development say a council of the Indian. Omon krata asem no e different from obi a otema ansase otema bi on hwe registering lands at tema na de na sebi
yes but me twa no ba kwese even Johnny Hoos was trying to get some diabolic akwese honorable Kent the document in here fake which is very bad man or genuine the whole Ghanaians we are aware
na anya ansase document bi na record guarantee ma yi Professor Meyakunfi
very good and even that kwano John Zikodia, when you would to me or boy Brian a champion, he couldn't able to mention honorable Ken. So, honorable Ken, so yeah, this man, guarantee man. That guy is rather unfortunate, say, young guy, or say in the future. And honorable Ken is there for Ghanaians, and we Ghanaians rather need honorable Ken, not NPP. They should forget. Now, who furniture be brave?
Abuja say, solid TV. Now, I say, Kodia. Justin Pimpon Kudia on demonstrated say we a neutral general secretary. Obi anim baabi owo. Because how come say usu bempa our case Bawumia was a wrong candidate. What your cat I invite him to a disciplinary committee. Na abronye ababet na TV so. I declare Japan atem. Nipa groups 3 and a petition party no. Ebesi ne Kodia have not even responded to them. So I responded to them even inviting them, I brought you to a disciplinary committee. Now, I'm sorry, I must say, Anna honorable Ken, on Pama Alestete, no. Me, I don't support our reckless statement, Alestete, and make here. And Alestete, no, or can't ask my because of Yaudi or no, on the wound to me. But Sabi, say, I brought your team at TV so, Eddie D. Ken the Japan because of Bawumia. Now, Bawumia, and Pama Bronya. Alestete o kan se me fa wuntu mu amose ana on pam no ebi se wo yin nadi na mebusa se kan na Japan adwuma be na fa Alestete o so yin nadi mam kwa ahoma no so mra. Hello. Yes sir, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes sir.
Na pom se say
boko na ho ye
am yadom e frame ampofo because e free Accra amasama
enko Mr. Ampofo.
Yeah. Nia, say this time around, NPP say almost percent 2028.
omo win power they can Japan.
Okay.
So mama enka asemi so omo nkan who say John Mahama.
Yeah.
And aba power.
Yeah.
The 2020 no.
Mhm.
Ebi besi 2028.
Okay.
The 2012 no. Ebi besi 2028.
Okay.
Ghana for nyina ne MPP for nhyɛ ne nso sɛ 2012 aba no yɛ to no 2 days mo yɛn kai.
Yeah.
Yɛ to 2 days. That time na me Tabora.
Yeah.
Before Tabora yɛ beto yaba no na about 1 o'clock. Okay. Mr. National Security for at the ballot box no 18 Ghana ha no mu nyina o ma me start yaba ne ntem.
Yeah.
And na yɛ de call MPP de call court.
Yeah.
In the MPP for now we need a fighter.
Okay.
About 20 years 2028 say also no wakoto nwura mu yin ba bia okọ. De ode yakosi ode yakọ wale ya say hene. Ba bia ye du kumase no ye hu forest kra ye call ye na osuni koto mu.
Yeah.
Enti ye hia obi na basam ya den. MPP for ye tu omofo.
Okay.
Me na me polling agent.
Okay.
Na about one before answer ye be to black fragmented super abano.
Yeah.
MPP for say from polling agents, polling station, ebepem national. Almost some no mu nipa we no credit for we kukudro because especially national organizer. There was 6% total because operations it me breaking not pistol as say NDC for.
Okay.
Na ye MPP for your power no. Ni ye gina ho ne ye tire so.
Okay.
Wunya kukudura ye bo wasum.
Okay.
Enti me hu se omo massage nyoma bia na ye mesre.
Mate.
MPP for omo hwe omo hu yi. Na ona bo kan de ono no obetumi akon no de MPP aba power 2028. Esa de a ye forget 12 years na nkofo kan no. Ene e bedi no opposition.
Mate.
Me da se nyame kan ho.
Mate me da se. Abushafo ase eye solid TV. Enti mo am so ra mo se ke de Japan on pam Alestete no. Honorable Ken o employ Alestete. Na se abronye bedidi Bawumia atem. Sorry, abronye bedidi Ken de Japan atem. Na Bawumia ampam na. Sebi se Alestete ani wuntumi e wo mo personal issue. No akwa ho kan. Mo bi kata na wo mpam no anu ye de. Adwuma be no afa na mpam no. Adwuma be. Hello. Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Let's finish Bible.
Oh, live, Yanko.
Bible.
Yes, sir.
I'm first saying, live, Anna.
I'm all live.
Oh, that's fine. Let's take it here now, Carmen.
Yeah.
And you said, honorable Tamano.
There be.
And you said, Opamano. Or continue no more. And on it, Nasem. And I'm for so nipa.
Yeah.
Honorable Akasa.
Yeah.
So one of the annual man on Faso.
Yeah.
And I'm party ye on inti.
Yeah.
And she let's set it also account.
Yeah.
But when they pay Kika said to Mano, or Pio de Bessia, no betra, into one person of film. Into any idea of film.
There be.
Oma Omudi business uncle for women on the beach.
Yeah.
Sakwame Telebas and one for now, Omudino. When you beach chat.
Or if I say so, yes, Mamma, Shannon will join a quad bruchiri.
Aha. Uncle Shaw. Say, I know my party no. Say, ya. Nancy Bawumia economics no.
Yeah.
We, see, I took force him on a diaban a 10
and then we check it 10 point, let me say 2-3.
I mean, what is all this? We are telling you people that it is 10 we need.
Yeah.
Without 10, forget it.
Yeah.
They should go ahead. 2028, if they want to see their real size, they should allow Bawumia to come.
Mate.
Yeah, it's can we need. It's as simple as that.
Mate, medase. Mate, medase. I can here 2028 and you'll be a some person who rare size there. Monsan trust a modest candidate about the Ubi Ekano. Abushafo say a solid TV. Osho Brenner, Monse, Madame Fubia Froth, sir, okay, good. I'm here. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Hello, Mia.
Yes, sir.
So now what you say?
Boko na so e.
Hey, my bro,
wa bre pa, mo so gina kirache. Yenko.
And that's what it.
Mate.
The way you are, and among for that channel. Name be your among for my castle. Can you give us about the castle?
Mate.
I mean, show because that's it. I deal with any penina, maybe.
Yeah.
Na a boy no unexpected, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because almost one of them almost partially expected if you know.
Yeah.
No one way on the patrol.
Yeah.
Also, the media which Coco and I know.
Yeah.
Simon Basomia and the second, you know, and then Catase. Only guys get you at man.
Yeah.
Because say on your plan record, you can just go down. You can I need to come back office. One of the come by.
Yeah.
Ansana Bawumia Ansana I think this guy grand neighbor.
Yeah.
Now no the come back no you can Kasebia say.
Yeah.
Boy you want to me and all church am go say could be on requiring could be on course me ko chia for me. Yeah. Let's go back home na the way na that. What's what?
Dabi.
Onko o mu and the FM station na I say o mu no betia no pa FM station omunya friends you go commercial.
Yeah.
This station no. You be jina wa chemo nyankwa no mede omu kan ba so ni papa ne kasa.
Mate.
You see that you at media. On jama boys no mu.
Mate.
Because you need to say 2023 no.
Mate.
That's
me that say. Mate, medas.
Na we need to know. You got donation no. You know what come to the bend. Save it with kana banana moda front no.
What your pon na wa frɛ na ma we ya. Why?
Okay.
Medas. Abusianfo hwɛ bɛ na no nso aba pon sima aduonu enwɔtwe. Ya brɛ na ya wɔkye na ya bɛba. Nti medin de shaibula sisi fa asadama Austin Bema. Nyam wɔkye na ebehia.
Let me state this clearly. Say, my contribution to the party, you cannot ignore it because anytime we are in opposition, that is when I work hard to bring the party to power. When we are in opposition. What do I say? And yes, I will and party our power. When you seek through party no power a juma. Now will TB a contribute to ufusa oneme contribution when you needed me most, everybody has ignored the party. Agyapong is there. What do I say? That is the difference. I mean, making it clear to Ghanaians. Sir, when we are in opposition, I religiously get involved. Again, the contribution to the party. A man from radio station, Netu, I Sheffield.
Audio Jungle.